Hey guys, Miha here with Creative Business Build, and in today's video I wanted to answer a question I got from David. Now David is just starting out and he's wondering how to actually start building his own client base. So in my experience, the best way to build your own client base is to basically find a contact of a decision maker in a company and get in touch with them directly. Now, with directly, I mean through a cold email or maybe through a message on LinkedIn. But cold email works much better in my experience because people don't really read, because not all people read their LinkedIn messages. And there's also some spam there. So the best way to do it is actually to get in touch with them directly with the cold email approach. So how to actually do that? First, you need to decide on what kind of companies you want to work for, what are your potential clients, and basically the industry you want to work in. For me, that's the IT industry, and once you decide on that, you have to find the business directory or some listings where the companies and basically your potential clients are listed. You can use Crunchbase, BetaList, AngelList, or any kind of business directory that has companies and businesses listed there and that you can basically find and make a list of. You want to find the names of decision makers in those companies. So basically that's the CEO, the CTO, a director of marketing, or any kind of person that has the power to basically hire you. They have to be authorized in that company to hire new people and also outsource some work to you, whether that's graphic design, illustration, web design, UX design, or basically any kind of creative professional service. So we have to find their contacts. Now what I usually do is I find these people on LinkedIn and then I try to find their email address. People don't usually list their email addresses publicly, so you have to do some digging here. A great tool for that is hunter.io. That's basically an email finding service that helps you find email addresses of people on LinkedIn or on a company website or somewhere. But it doesn't always work. It works, I would say, about 60% of the time. If that doesn't work, just use an email verifying tool and write in the name of that person at their company domain. So for example, that could be john@something.com or something like that. And just try a couple of different combinations to see if that email actually exists. That's what I do. It's a process that maybe takes some time, but once you have enough addresses and you send enough cold emails out there and get a couple of projects, it's really, really worth it. In my experience, it's much better than using Google Ads or Facebook ads or even LinkedIn ads to sell your creative services, because I've spent quite a lot of money on those ads and got really poor results. Because in the end, selling creative services is business-to-business marketing, and at least in my experience, it didn't really work out well. So I really urge you to use this cold email approach. It's basically the best tool that I know of to market my services, to get new clients, and basically build great business relationships that can last for months or even years with some potential clients. And also, you will be earning much more, you'll be selling your services at much better rates and won't have to rely on getting your projects on UpWork or Freelancer, because as we all know, I've talked about that in one of my previous videos on basically why I quit Freelancer and UpWork, because it's just, the competition is just too rough and the prices are just awful. So I really don't recommend working there. And also they don't let you keep your clients in your own client base, but keep them to themselves. So the cold email approach is actually the best way that I know to start building your client base and basically get your creative business started, get some projects, and have a good freelance life. Once you learn how to find those email addresses and how to send those emails out, you can outsource that whole process. But eventually you want to be spending most of your time working on projects that actually make you money, instead of sending out cold emails all the time and basically marketing your services. But it's really easy to actually outsource this whole lead generation process. So you can hire somebody to basically gather those emails for you, and then you just send the cold emails out because you already have all the addresses. But I really recommend you to first learn the process for yourself, so that once you get somebody who will do it instead of you, you can explain to them how to do it, and you will get much better results that way. So that's basically the approach that I use that works really well. If you like the content of this video, give me a like or subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and I'll do my best to answer them. And also feel free to share any of your approaches that you might have regarding building your own client base and stuff like that. So feel free to do that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.